Okay, so the question I'm being asked a lot is, what is it exactly that I do? Is it life coaching? Is it therapy? Is it psychology? And my answer is, I just guide. I guide my clients to self-awareness, and I guide them into expanding consciousness. So whenever somebody assumes they have a problem, when asked the right questions, that can lead them to understanding that this was never a problem and it was never an issue. And it's the mindset that has created an idea that there was a problem. And a lot of times, I find that people are not very much connected with their feelings, and they assume that they have some kind of wish, some kind of a dream, and they're trying to achieve it. But in reality, this is not what they want. It's what their mind has told them that will, after achieving it, will bring them happiness. So we also work with their true wishes, which come from heart, not from the mind. And we work on a state. When you work on your mindset and when you work with your state, you become way more self-aware and your consciousness expands and you start to connect with your true self, not with the character that you're building to be accepted, liked, to feel safe, but the true inner self. And one of the techniques that I learned works best is quantum shift. Now, I can talk a lot about it, but I'll summarize it in short words. When something in your life is not going the way you want, so a lot of people assume that they need to take a bunch of steps to get from point A to point B. But quantum shift is something that allows you to just shift from point A to point B without making all those steps. Almost like switching the radio station. Let's say you're listening to radio, you don't like the channel, you just change the channel and that's it. You don't need to do anything, just switch the channel, that's all. And a lot of people might say, no, it doesn't work like that. You need to do like physical actions to change something in your life, and it requires time. Yes, you're right. But also, there's other ways that work that are possible. You just haven't allowed yourself to believe it or even know it yet. So I try to explain in the most simple way how to achieve that state when you think of something and you create it in the moment. And when I say the word create, I don't actually mean create. I mean select. Now imagine there's different variations of your reality. It's like different branches, like different radio stations. They all exist at the same time in the same place, but they don't interfere with each other. They exist parallel to each other. So imagine you're the same example. You're on one frequency, listening to one radio station, you got bored, and then you just switch to another. The same way we can switch between our realities, but it doesn't mean we need to eliminate one to choose another one. No, simply stop giving it attention. Now, let's say you're viewing that branch of reality where you don't have enough money, your relationships are not working out, your health is not the best, and you are sick and tired of it. Now, what you have to do is just simply admit to yourself that you have been choosing this. And I don't mean consciously, I mean subconsciously. You have been choosing it because it was interesting for you. But now, since you are not interested in this kind of reality anymore, you don't even need to battle all of this. You can just turn away and shift your attention onto another branch where you have good relationships, great finances, and your health is amazing. All you have to do is just switch your attention. You don't need to fight anything. You don't need to get rid of anything. All you have to do is switch your attention. That's it. Because I'll bring an example. Let's say you walk into a restaurant and it's a very pretty fancy place with nice interior, and there's a table beside the wall. Now you can sit on one side of a table where you will see the entire hall with all the beautiful decorations, or you could sit on the opposite side of the table where you'll be seeing the kitchen, the staff, the steam, and all that stuff that's not very pretty. Which side of the table will you choose to sit on? I don't think you will choose the view with the kitchen and all the mess. No, I think you'll be sitting on the side of the table, which will allow you to observe a beautiful view, right? But it doesn't mean that you will be requesting to remove the kitchen and all the stuff and the picture that you would not be interested in viewing. No, you simply don't pay any attention towards what's happening at the back. You're enjoying the view in front of you. So life is the same way. You don't need to eliminate something to choose something else because everything will always exist. That's just how it is. All the possibility of all the variations, they will always exist and they have a right to exist. You just simply choose the one you're mostly interested in, and that's it. So the way my sessions work is I don't tell people what to do. I don't give advice. I just simply ask questions. But these questions help my clients um, to understand themselves more. And it's important to ask questions because a lot of times we don't ask ourselves these questions. We're just simply in a situation and we feel stuck. So when somebody from outside who's not emotionally involved sees the situation from the side, they can ask leading questions that will show you what exactly the issue is. And usually, what I've noticed is that when you start to understand that you're the one creating all of this and you're the one creating an idea that there's a problem, a lot of times people just walk out of the session laughing and saying, I don't even know why I came here. Like there was no problem at all. So, this is my favorite part of what I do. When a person feels liberated from their own mind and they give up the idea that there was anything wrong with them, all they had to do is simply adjust their mindset and step into self awareness. So, if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out.